Hello, my name is Charlie, and welcome back for another episode of Curtain of Steel in Supreme World Ultimate. In previous episode we had quite a bit of naval combat over here, and well, there's still a lot of navies to the north there, but I'm not going to bother with those. We're repairing a lot of the ships that had been damaged previously, and also some of the submarines. Actually, this one could probably be seen to be repaired by now. We've got a few submarines over here still. Yeah, one of the patrol boats got hit a little bit. Send that one back. But they haven't retaken this land anymore, which is quite nice. We're still seeing a lot of ships through here. I'm guessing we got... oh yeah, we got plenty of submarines in here. Let's just bring them forward. The more we can sink the enemies over here, rather than all the way in Norway, or like northern Norway, the better it is for us. They've already lost almost 1,700 units total, which is certainly good news for us. And I have a feeling that there is a massive amount of troops in here. Now the question is, are the enemies going to be sending some troops? Now the question is, are the enemies going to declare war, or are the rest of the NATO countries going to declare war on me now that we are sinking a lot of their ships and all that? But it's mostly when they enter my territories anyway. Treaty integrity 52.3%, so that is also improving. Once we get to like 60%, that is, I think, somewhere around where we can start getting some of the deals again. Some military vessels researched. Ooh, military vessel 51, and improved carrier construction. Ooh. I'm going to put both of these underway. I still don't have any carriers unlocked. Ooh, there's the Zulus. Right, so they got... oh, these got the increased range. And they got pretty good damage as well, so Zulus are definitely something that I could... oh, that is a Russian design as well. I remember building those at some previous run, but yeah, that is a submarine that we want to get. And start mass producing. How much does it take to build one of those? 120 days. Oh. Right, so we can get 3 per production line per year. Alright, so we sank some more French vessels over there. I think it was just transports, to be fair. They're trying to get through here, but they can't get through here anymore, thanks to the fact that we got all the garrisons on the border. This area, technically speaking, they might be able to get if the French brought in stuff in here. If they don't, then, well, I mean, the thing is, the French won't be able to get in there. Unless I have all my submarines out of ammo for a while. Which can happen. Right, how is Argentina doing? We know that we got them recently into the faction. Start selling you some more semi-automatic rifles, for example. Start selling that one. And also, can we get some more things with you? Non-aggression pact is a no-no. Sea transit, no. Missile defense is probably no. Okay, so I don't think we'll be able to get a lot of deals with anyone right now, not until our treaty integrity has gone up. We'll have a look at the stuff like that again once we've gotten the integrity to 60%. It's already 52.5%, not half, 52.4%. Oh, and we're gonna get another... uh-oh. Okay, we lost a few ships in here. Are they going to be trying to do a... oh. Why is the Italian merchant marine that is damaged in here? So we lost a couple of patrol boats in here, but not much beyond that. Why is Israel bringing stuff here as well? I mean, if they try to do landings over here, we got our fleet in front, so I don't think they'll be getting through. But they can certainly try. I guess they might be trying to figure out our alternative because we've sank so much stuff over here. I'm just going to take the older submarines, combine them into a group, and send them back to the German territories. Provide a little bit of protection. Actually, over there might not be a bad idea. It's a bit of a stopgap measure in terms of if the enemy does get through. Have they started figuring out some other locations, perhaps? I don't see any. Okay, I'm just going to send these back to Albania to resupply, and then we'll figure out something more with them. There's not too much... ooh, actually. there is something that I could do. Was it over here? Eritrea. Or Somaliland, sorry. It doesn't have that much troops. Now, there would be probably some other nations that would be helping them fairly easily. But, have we got on the... Yeah, we got one of the landing craft in here. What could we... We could put in one of the Spetsnaz in there. Well, more than one. Let's see. Let's get a combat engineer. Actually, we've got one over here. So, load into... the landing craft. Can it carry 2 of them? No. It can carry 1 of those and then 2 infantry. Actually, that one can go back into the port here, and then... Do we actually have any more of the infantry in here? I swear that we had quite a few. I mean, I suppose it could be over here as a reserve unit. Not necessarily. At least not there. I mean, I suppose we may have moved those up north. I mean, one place that we know that we have plenty is over here. Send these 2 south. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be quite sufficient numbers, but we'll just bring them closer. If we get a second one of those, then I think that should be fine. Like, 6 units total should be able to capture the port in there. Especially since I don't think they have all that high quality troops. But if we take that one... Clear out this, we can have some submarines blockading this. Actually, just sit over there and blockading this entryway to the Red Sea. And that will allow us to have a little bit more control all the way in the south. We could even technically make it a colony. A little bit less unrest problems and all that. But I don't know if we actually need to worry about that one too much. But these are running a little bit low, or some of them are running a little bit low on ammunition. Some of the patrol boats are rather damaged. But yeah, we're still very much in defensive. Ooh, what did we lose? Ah, that's another patrol boat. Okay, but these 2 probably need to go repair. Submarines over there are still useful, because if there's enemies trying to get in here, before they capture anything, we should be able to sink them. Although, if once they do capture things, then these are going to be vulnerable for any other fleets over here that might be looming about, which most likely they are quite a few. So we've got at least one of the whiskies, another escort, another submarine, and a patrol boat. Ah, North Yemen has moved to NATO, okay. And we're running a little bit low on cash still. I mean, do we have some areas that are producing massive amount of troops that we don't necessarily need? There's a lot of AA guns over here. Among other things, I think... Oh, we got the heavy supply trucks being produced there as well. Like this area, we probably don't need to have the auto deployed there, and we can move these. I don't think we necessarily need them even there. Let's just bring them into the Leningrad region. And then what else? We've got productions in here. Speaking of which, we've got some landing craft that needs to be moved. I think 5 of these landing craft will be enough to do landing in other areas as well. Oh, Ecuador is NATO leaning. Right, so they're getting a lot more control of nations. Ooh, hello. You tried to bring in some troops here, did you? Well, how did that work for you? You know, you're doing banter with the AI is always very important. Okay, so there is an escort ship over there, so it probably did spot our submarines. Okay, we're losing control of Warsaw, or Czechoslovakia as well. What do we need into resources? You don't need coal, you don't need metal. I don't think there's much that you... Oh wow, you've got 100 million tons of agriculture there. Alright, I suppose I could always sell you some tech knowledge, if nothing else. And East Germany, we should probably do the same if they are willing to buy anything. And Hungary. And Romania. Bulgaria, probably not. Well, I suppose we could sell the military bridges or something. What about Albania? You don't have a lot of cash, do you? Do you need something into... Oh, you need rubber for sure. You could use a bit of petroleum as well. I'm just going to start selling you around 10,000 per day for 90 days. What about Yugoslavia? You could use a bit of petroleum as well. That's got to be probably one of the easier ways to make them like you. Oh, petroleum. Okay, you didn't want to get the mid-air refueling, but at least we got some of the text sold. That's good, and the northern front is currently somewhat stable. Oh, some of the submarines need to be repaired. But they are sending more and more stuff through here into the Baltic Sea, because they're trying to figure out a location where they can try to force a landing. And we've secured the northern flank, we've secured the southern flank. I think the next one's going to be in Asia. Well, after they've bashed their head against the defenses in Baltic for a while. So we know a little bit about here. There is garrisons. Uh-oh. I'm hearing airplanes. I'm assuming... Oh, hold on. What's that? It's a merchant marine going through here. They're trying to anyway. But yeah, I'm sure that plane was in Korea. At least that's where they usually are. Did we... No, we haven't gotten anything in here. The Zulus we can't research yet. Is there new capital ships? Not yet, and most of them are not particularly good quality either. These ones need a bit higher... or more research as well. That one... okay damage against submerged. Not massive surface attack though, and very small range. In terms of all, the gun range is very small. So we'll probably go without them. No new infantry either, but I'm pretty sure that once we get the... was it manufacturing improvements? Yeah, and weapons industry advances, and then that's hopefully going to unlock some things. For example, the upgraded Spetsnaz. But that is of course going to take a while. Did we lose another patrol boat in the Baltic? Yeah, we did. Still not entirely sure who's... Oh, it's a capital ship incoming. There we go. Right, I suppose if we have another submarine over here, that's fine. Yeah, the patrol boats and escorts and all that in here didn't fare all that well. We do have a transport over here that I should probably move back into safety. Ah, we got the fortification completed. Excellent. So how's the unemployment? Oh, inflation is actually slowly dropping now. Good. Did we have any more... So we've got a production line over here. That's a lot of tanks and such. We do kind of want to have these though. I'm just going to take these into the Rostov region. So we got one transport. Plus we could have this one over here in there, just so that it's easier to figure out which one goes where. So if we load this entire group in there, how much room does it still have? It's only half full. So we maybe put in like 2 tanks in there. Actually, I don't know if we can fit 2 tanks. Let's start with 1 tank. Probably helps if you get into the harbor. There we go. Is there any more room? Not really. I mean, there's a lot of it, but having a bit of extra there doesn't hurt. Got another destroyer that we can move forward. But yeah, once we get the Eritrea, we can start bringing more troops there, and then we can do a landing probably in Madagascar and all that, and then go around the Cape. Going around the Cape is going to be a bit tricky, but then do a landing in Cameroon. And from there we can, well actually, we'll have to go around Nigeria. And then go for West Africa. And Prince Sudan, okay. Sure. Yeah, we can go for that one, and I think that should be... Isn't that Mali? Yeah, okay. But yeah, we can go in there. Actually, does it have... Well, it's just a colony. I don't know who owns these hexes, to be fair. Not that it matters. But yeah, we can take over more Africa and North Africa. I mean, North Africa will probably be able to do a lot before that. What we'll do is we'll take the French Somaliland and then Madagascar and all that. Once we've done the landings over here, We can start, well, we can keep some of the ships to, you know, transport more troops in here and all that. And hopefully get some unit production in location. And then start capture. Well, I suppose once we capture that, then, yeah, it's gotta be another landing in it. But once we've done landings over here, in Cotonou, then that's gonna be, technically speaking, you should be able to reach pretty much everywhere in Africa from there. But we can then maybe expedite things a little bit by then sending at least the landing craft once we've done the landings over there. Just move it around Africa again and pick up some more troops at Rostov and then do a landing in Tunisia. And the reasoning why I'm gonna do the landings further away first is that we can then try to sink more and more of the enemy troops trying to transport over with submarines and such. So that it's gonna reduce the pressure elsewhere. Actually move you to the port there, so because the submarine that we have retreat. Ooh, is that? That is another Jean Bart coming in. That one unfortunately doesn't have any ammo right now. But it went back to repair, so that's fine. Got a few whiskies over here. Move those a little bit down south. So how's the situation in the north? Seems to be stable by now. We still are going to keep some troops over here. I mean, the enemy is probably going to keep keeping, or NATO is going to keep a lot of troops over here as well. Trying to get into my territory, but they won't be able to get there for the time being. Thanks to all those garrisons. Honestly, what I should have done is just let them get in there with some troops. And, like, just hold the front line over here. And have them have this area just to bring in troops so that we can get rid of them. But there's, well, we've destroyed almost 2,000 units by now. That's not too bad. Certainly a lot of work done with that. Right, I do wonder actually, are we still selling resources to West Germany? No. Do you want to buy agriculture? Oh, I bet you do. Not for a good price necessarily, but it's still a good deal overall, at least for us. Get rid of some of the extra agriculture. What about, well, Denmark probably doesn't like us at all. Does Iran need anything other than rubber? No, they don't even need rubber. Well, they probably need goods, but I don't know if I can really provide that. No, not as far as I know. Let's sell some text for them. Ah, did we get the infantry in here? I think we got at least one. Oh, this one. Oh, right, we didn't load in the infantry yet because it wasn't in there to be loaded in. Ah, we got the port at Murmansk. That's good because that means that we can repair things in there now. But yeah, we don't really need to have too much troops in taking out the French Somaliland. Just a little bit. Well, it's basically just two places anyway. So once we capture this, we'll land in a bit more troops. We'll set up some defenses on the borders, just so that we can make sure that it stays in our control, or our colonies' control. We'll probably just colonize that for the time being. Right, China, do you need something? I need rubber. You do need metal ore, but do we still have the trade deal for that? No, we don't. Give him 50 tons, or almost 60 tons per day. That's going to keep them happy. And what about India? Do you need any... You don't need metal or coal or... Well, you do need petroleum. You've got a decent chunk of petroleum in there. Let's just go ahead and sell you 160,000 barrels per day for 90 days. So that's going to be another 160 million for us. Plus, it should keep India fairly happy. In regards to the economy, anyway. Did we get the two over here? No, those are still underway. It's a bit of a long way from the inland here to get anywhere. I'm sort of starting to lean into not using that one all that much anymore for transporting troops because it just isn't viable most of the time. So we've got capital ship, get some escorts from here. We'll maybe get one of the patrol boats as well, just in case. That's actually another patrol boat in there. Oh, that sounds like a lot of submarine firing. Question is where? Not there. Not there. It could be at the entryway into the Baltic. These are running a little bit low on ammo for sure, but that's the location or not, I don't know. Okay, we can hear more and more of those, so it must be somewhere where there's somewhat active traffic. Could be here. Well, it doesn't look like it. Have we got any more submarines in here? Not yet. We're making more, no doubt, but we haven't gotten more right now. Oh, hold on a minute. We did send in submarines through here. That's 6 submarines. Those haven't really been bothered by anything. I suppose I could do is I could send the submarines over here. There's a bit of a long distance, but then we can have them resupply at Suez, and then stay put over here for the time being until we've taken out Prince Somaliland. They can probably stay at Suez actually. Plus they can act as a bit of an escort for the ships bringing in the troops. What are we getting in terms of ships right now here? Building another landing craft, excellent. I think 2 landing craft plus that transport should be enough to get the Somaliland, and then maybe some of the islands further south. We will need some escorts for them to make sure that they don't get sank on their way. But we should be able to start going on the offensive soon enough, I would say. But yeah, all of this is quite defended. But the double submarine over here, we could technically send these into over here. Don't know if they are still moving through here or not, or have they decided to stop going through there because it's just not ending well. Either one is, to be fair, a possibility. Keep an eye on here if there's some submarines, oh, not submarines, but ships going past there. Finding some more industrial goods. So improved aircraft performance is going to be the next actual tech that we get, and that's about a month away. What is our treaty integrity now? 52.7. Okay, so it's not really gone up that much yet. Gonna sell a few more techs over here for India and China. Oh, that sounds like a combat somewhere. Of course, what it could be is just another one of our allies' ships getting attacked. No, it's not there. I can hear combat, but where is it? Have the buggers managed to land somewhere again? No, it is actually probably just here. Oh yeah, there's that one partisan unit causing issues. Alright, well, that's not my problem. Japan, do you still need agriculture? I think you do. Don't think we're not trading that right now, but yeah, you do need some more agriculture. We'll sell you a lot. Not necessarily the best of value in there, but it's quite a good trade. Still haven't quite figured out where the submarines are currently fighting. Not that it necessarily matters that much, but it would be nice to know. Oh, right, we are allowed to sail through Singapore, apparently. Is that true? No, we're sailing anyway. Alright. Well, I suppose as you're aware. But yeah, for the landings in Tunis, I think we'll need more than just true landing crafts to land the troops. Like, to be fair, if we will land it over here, we can take that village fairly quickly. We'll have some supplies, and then don't know if we'll be able to shuffle the troops around is the problem. We could of course land the troops in, or get the troops into Albania first, and we can pick up some troops from there, where the landing craft, just have some escorts for them. And yes, Japan is buying our agricultural goods. That's nice. There is a lot of movement in here. So going for France itself is going to be very difficult. But we kind of knew that already, didn't we? Yeah, nothing over here. We got the fortification. Oh, right, yeah, we don't actually have garrisons in here. Let's put it to 5 garrisons for now. Should be good enough. And in the meanwhile, let's have a look at India, for example. Still probably need to sell you a lot of tech, so let's start with the tank tech. Then China. Submarine technology, you don't want that, okay. Shape charge warhead concepts. 70 million for that. It's not a massive amount of money, but it could be worth it. Large bomber airframes. For Poland. Czechoslovakia, I can sell you the military vessels. You will pay for it, oddly enough. Japan and Portugal have allied, alright. Got some trade deals through, and we've got 11.4 billion right now. So that's not too bad. In terms of cash, of course, we are still losing a lot of cash over time. And to be fair, we're putting so much of our manpower into all the ships and such. The ships and planes, I mean, I think the planes, what I could even do is just not keep those active. The planes are quite useful to have, but we don't actually need to have massive air force right now because we're not really fighting with the air force anyway. In terms of troops, we are still getting quite a few new ones. I was wondering, like, is there anything else that we could maybe just not deploy right now? But I think most of the things that we are already deploying is some that we do need. So I don't think I can do too much about that. We're going to have a look at the domestic stuff, though, real quick. So we are improving our population with about 1.5 million per year still. I suppose I could actually just lower the education down to like 10 million per day. So the quality of the education is going to drop even further, which means that the population increase is going to start hitting even harder. Now, to be fair, people might not be quite as skilled. Or at least they might not be able to read the manuals to build things, but oh well. Right now we just need the manpower. To be fair, if we were to start consolidating some of the colonies that we have, but I'd rather keep the treaty integrity at least at 60%, so that if we can keep it above that while consolidating some of the republics, then it should be fine. But right now it's just not a possibility. And there is a lot of fleets still in the Baltic, but of course most of those are not not hostile directly, but they would be taking the opportunity to proxy war us if they had the chance. But we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye bye.